So I got some news on that cinema segment. I also got a little update on the Lucha Brothers and what everything is going on. And then on top of that, I want to talk about Cody Rhodes and his merch sales. So, guys, my name is Billy TKO. If you are new here, definitely be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. When you guys do, we go to a different stratosphere. On top of that, definitely be sure to follow the Discord, TikTok, Twitter, down below. Come pull up. So let's go hop in the video. Guys. Guys, I want to kick things off, and I want to talk about that cinema segment. Yes, you know, the one that everybody lost their minds about on Friday, the ones where people actually got into fights about. Yeah, that one. That segment actually was produced, directed by no other than Paul Heyman, which actually comes as no surprise. The reason why I say it comes as no surprise, well, Paul Heyman is literally... He's Roman Reigns' right-hand man. I mean, it makes all the sense in the world for Paul Heyman to actually have a lot of say in what is going on with Roman. Now, obviously, he was very involved with the talent, so that means he was sitting in a chair kind of like so, and he was directing people, telling them how they should shoot it, how it should look, da-da-da, this, that, and the third. Now, in my eyes, this is Paul Heyman getting his due. Triple H loves Paul Heyman. Do not get it twisted. Triple H understands that Paul Heyman is one of the best eyes in the business. He is one of the greatest that there is. So no wonder we had a segment like that. Now, I do know that some people felt a certain way about the segment. Some people didn't like it. They thought it was overproduced. Me personally, I don't think it was at all. I actually thought that it did everything that it was supposed to do, at least for me. It got me feeling some type of way. It got me excited for Bad Blood because obviously those two are coming together. So there are a lot of things that WWE did right about this segment. So me personally, I just have to say that I am a huge fan of what Paul Heyman has just done. But ultimately, it's up to you guys to decide. Did you guys like the segment? Did you not? Let me know down in the comments section below. So let's go ahead and move on, and let's go talk about the Lucha Brothers. Yes, the Lucha Brothers. We had a little update yesterday, or last week, excuse me. We had an update last week where we had heard that, they had signed their deal. It was all big, da-da-da, this, that, and the third. That was not the case. So a bunch of reports coming out of WWE is that they have not officially signed with the company. Now, the plans are still that they will sign with the company, but as it looks right now, they have not officially signed yet. Now, I look at this as if it's coming directly from the WWE could easily be like, oh, well, they haven't signed yet. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, they haven't signed yet, and this is so people, you don't ruin the surprise. Because obviously we know the Lucha Brothers are coming in. We know that they're going to play a massive part on the main roster in WWE. I have to find him on TikTok, but I seen a guy on TikTok who actually made a really good point about the Lucha Brothers actually coming in and teaming with Damian Priest, because Damian Priest is obviously not going to have anybody by his side, right? Because Rhea brought in Jay, so that's why Damian had the help of Jay. It was only strictly for Rhea. Damian has no friends, quote unquote. So who better than the Lucha Brothers? So I want to find him on TikTok. I need to figure out his name. That way I can post him in the description below for you guys to go check him out, because he actually has some really good takes, and that was a very fire take. So don't be shocked if they go to Monday Night Raw and they go shake up that scene a little bit. I actually would be a huge fan of that, and I love the idea of it. But ultimately, I want to get your guys' thoughts on it. Do you guys want to see the Lucha Brothers in the WWE? Do you not? Do you think that they signed? Do you think that they didn't? There's a lot of questions here, a lot of moving parts. Ultimately, it is up for you guys to let me know down in the comment section below. So let's talk about the final story. Let's scooch in for this one. Cody Rhodes. Yes. Cody Rhodes. He is the top merch seller top 5 amongst all sports. Now, I'm going to kind of talk about this topic a little bit because I want to talk about what that means for the WWE, and what that means is it's huge. Number one, Cody Rhodes has in his championship has been good under the statistic of, are we bringing in money from merchandise? Absolutely. Top 5 throughout all of sports. You have to understand how many sports there are and how many athletes there are. Now, I will say this. WWE it's a niche. It's a niche, excuse me. There is a niche behind it. So, yes, ultimately, I am going to feel more attached to Cody Rhodes rather than somebody like, I'm from Detroit, so I'll use Aiden Hutchinson, right? Although I love Aiden Hutchinson, I don't know if I'm going to go out and buy his merchandise maybe the same way that I'm going to go out and buy Cody Rhodes' merchandise, because I have an attachment to Cody Rhodes. He's made me feel something. You know, Aiden Hutchinson gets me excited for weekly football. Cody Rhodes gets me excited because he is kind of like me in some sense. So ultimately, that's kind of probably how kids view it. You know, when I think of all the merchandise sales and things of that nature, I think of all the kids who are playing a huge part in this merchandise and in the sales behind it. Ultimately, Cody Rhodes this is supposed to happen to him. Number one, he's the champion. He's supposed to have sales that look like this. I personally think this is great for business. It's huge for business because WWE, I know they were scared to take that belt off Roman, and I know they were nervous to try and put it on Cody. Obviously, that's why we had 2 matches, because they could have did it at 39, but they chose not to. So, you have 2 matches between Cody and Roman. You're not 100% sure what you're going to get out of Cody, but ultimately you have something that is great. Top 5 amongst all sports is such a huge deal and should be treated as such a huge deal. So Cody Rhodes is a top merch seller. I want to say he's amongst all of WWE. I could be mistaken. You guys could let me know that down in the comment section below, but I figure if he's top 5, well, then the only thing that is left is he would be number 1. I think of like the New Day, think of John Cena, Stone Cold, like all those guys and like what their merch sales look like. But ultimately, when it comes to like active right now going, I look at Cody Rhodes and I'm like, oh, this is the guy. This is the guy, and he has to be number 1. I don't see a world where he's not. But ultimately, I'm going to leave that up for you guys to decide. You guys can let me know down in the comment section below. Do you guys think that Cody is the top merch seller? Do you think that he's not? I guess ultimately that is going to be left, again, up to you. So not a lot of news today. Not a lot going on. Monday Night Raw is tonight, and we should be live after the show talking about it. It should be a great show from my understanding. But ultimately, again, all these topics, feel free to drop them in the comments. Tell me how you guys feel about them. Make sure to like this video. Also, be sure to subscribe. When you guys do, we go to a different stratosphere. My name is Billy TKO. There's a TikTok, a Discord, and a Twitter all linked down below. You guys are more than welcome to join. Other than that, I want to say that is all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll be talking to you later. Peace.